But we would what? Will you? Whoa, that was insane. Oliver. But
Oliver.
reminder, I was gay. Very odd. Well, I'm straight. Post a picture. Boom. On myself. Crazy, huh? Boom. Because why is a white man wearing locks? Why? Your locks are not clean. You stink. Go put on actually some aluminum deodorant or reapply your natural deodorant because it's bad. Like, a person of color with locks looks so much better and their locks are clean because they know how to clean them than a white man that looks like he hasn't showered in a month. Hi guys, hi Weekenders. This is Alone on the Weekend. Welcome back, or if this is your first time, hi. Bonjour, je m'appelle Eric Ashanti. Um, I know I look kind of like a mess, but at the same time, like, mind your business. Because I just didn't want to do it today. I truly didn't want to do nothing today. So I forced myself out of bed, brushed my teeth, washed my face, went on a walk, and now I'm back home in pajamas because I don't have much to do today. Um, but I just want to talk a little bit about myself because I'm conceited. Like we've gotten the grip of that. We know I'm conceited. It's very obvious. Um, and yeah, but I don't know. I feel like you should know a little bit more about me. My first episode, I mainly just talked about things I like and dislike. But let's get in some backstory. Why don't we? Let me stop. That was so fucking ugly. Um, Today I'm just basically talking about like funny childhood memories that I remember off the top of my head. Cause why not? You would do two for a check. Joking. This is not for a check. It's for a hobby, guys. If it became a check, it would be nice, but it's for a hobby. But yeah. So yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and start it off because you guys don't want to go first. I guess I'll go first. My first I'm gonna start off with actually this. It's a story about me and my sister, how we used to ride our bikes to school and how she fell one day. Love you, girl, love you. But I am telling this story. I think it's hilarious, and I still think about it constantly. So we used to live not far from our school, but like I would say like a mile or two away. So we got bikes for Christmas one time. And me and my sister started riding our bikes to school. Pretty young, so but we would what? Will you? Whoa, that was insane. Oliver. But
Oliver.
we would ride up this like hill and ride down that same hill. Like we would ride up this way, ride down. Because it was fun going down, and we felt cool. Riding up the hill sucked, but going down it was fun.
Yeah, right, right.
But one day, me and her are riding up this hill, and we're like complaining because we're like, oh, I'm so tired of going up this hill. Half the time, sometimes we would walk up the hill with our bikes next to us because it was pretty steep. I won't lie. But yeah, so we were riding up this hill. We're pretty tired. We're literally walking our bikes up there because it was just crazy. We ended up start riding down, and we would ride down on the sidewalk. So she's a little ahead of me. I'm a little bit further behind her, and there's some lady walking. But the sidewalks, we all know this. They're not made for bikes. Bikes are supposed to be technically on the street. I think it's a law. I'm not too sure. But basically, what happened is Kayla's riding her bike full force down this hill, and I'm following her full force. We're sending it down this hill on the sidewalk. Some lady, I think she like pops out. She does something. She like pops out from the corner. And Kayla, right into her. Like, I'm not even, it was actually insane. Like, Kayla, I just remember she tried to swerve or something like that. But I'm almost positive she hit her so hard. And this might be a crime because we technically, like, we said sorry and left. Nothing ever followed up with it. Hit this lady. Lady's on the floor. Kayla's crying because she got fucked up from hitting this lady so hard. I think she hit a tray at one point too. Like, it was insane. Going just so fast down this hill. And we're still not close to school. We have like probably like a mile and a half left. Okay, we're not that close to school yet. So I'm just like, well, get back on your bike. Let's continue going. She couldn't, like she was in pain. She proceeds to walk her bike for almost the whole way home. Not home, but like to school. She proceeds to walk her bike basically all the way to school, and I'm riding circles around her because I was just like, hope you get better. I didn't know how to show empathy as a kid, so I was just like, sucks. I still want to ride my bike. Like, we ended up getting to school, and that was just like one crazy little story, a little snippet of my childhood, I guess. I don't know. It wasn't that crazy. But at the same time, like, it is something to talk about because it happened and it was, I don't know, I thought it was funny. I thought it was hilarious. Um, she just hit that lady so hard. And, like, I wish I could show you guys, like, from my mind, visually show you guys. Because it was just like, boom. Sorry. Boom. And it was just insane. Um, yeah. And I don't know. I love, and this is like the worst part about me, but when someone falls or gets hurt, which was, it's like crazy, I think it's the funniest thing in the world. Some of the best TikToks, in my opinion, are somebody falling or like getting hurt. I remember in middle school, one of my old friends showed me this clip of this lady, and she's just walking. She trips over her own 2 feet. If I find it, I'll clip it right here. But if I don't find it, I'm just going to describe it for you guys and for, you know. But she's walking, trips over her own 2 feet, falls, and turns into a bumblebee car. The way that was my favorite video for about like, more like 1 year. It was insane. I thought it was the best thing that has ever been made. I thought it was hilarious. I could never stop thinking about it. Because, like, what do you mean she fell and turned into Lightning McQueen? Like, I understand it was edited, you know, but at the same time, it was hilarious. And even the original video is beyond funny to me. And it's just like, it's the idea of someone falling. I think it's just truly like so funny. I love it down. I think it's hilarious. And that's why when she fell, I thought it was hilarious. I laughed so hard. And she was mad at me because I was laughing at her pain because she fully ate it. But like, young me was like, "You're okay, grow up," you know. But I didn't understand the pain that she was in, you know. And like, it was a crazy time. And during the same time, this is actually a little bit before it. This is like when I hurt myself. I have a scar underneath my chin right here, next to a pimple. I could feel it. Um, and this happened like not the same apartments, but like a couple apartments before when hers happened. We moved a lot, guys. We moved a lot, like every 2 years. That's another detail y'all probably don't know, and that's why I like moving so much. But I digress. Um, but yeah, one time I was riding my little scooter at night at these ghetto ass apartments where every road had about 10,000 potholes on it, still to this day. And I'm riding with my friends, and boom, fall, handlebar in my chin, boom, done. Like, it was insane because of course my scooter didn't have the squishy handlebars; those were long gone. Like, I'm so sorry, I didn't meet not one kid with a squishy thing. It like lasted the first month they ever had it, you know. And like, it was like so bad those because like even riding them, like your hands would like get itchy and like feel like shit because you're hitting so many bumps on the road that your hands are like constantly vibrating. When you get off, you're like, ooh, like your hands feel weird, you know. But basically, that handlebar went in my chin, and I had to get surgery for it. Well, I'm getting off topic. I'm so sorry, but I'm just talking about falling at this point because it happens a lot, and it's kind of funny, you know. I'm gonna tell you guys about a story from my school. So, my cousins lived at the same apartments that we did at one point. Um, and we're all playing. My mom would kick us out the house, be like, "Go do something. Please leave. It's adult time." Um, and we lived right across the street from my school at one point, and me and all my cousins and some friends were like, "Let's go to let's go to my school." We go, and there's Reese's place, like hundreds of them, like one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, like hundreds. We're grabbing them by the handful, fully grab, grab, as much as we can carry in our little heart's desire. The further we get, the closer we realize it's a proposal. Kind of crazy thing about it though. Why are you doing a proposal at an elementary school on a weekend? I didn't like that. I would have said no. Um, but who knows? Maybe she did say yes. I don't know what she said, honestly. I just saw the proposal and a couple people. Um, maybe it's a cute idea. Maybe they met there. But like, I don't know. Oh well. But more of the story. We are grabbing as much Reese's as we can. We are rushing home. we show my mom, we're like, look at all these Reese's we got. Look at what my mom's like in shock. Or they're like, what? Where do you guys get these? What is going on? Because like, of course, when your kids come home with almost probably like 40 to 50, maybe 60 Reese cups in the packaging, you're wondering where they're from. What's going on? Who did they rob? We didn't rob. No, well, we technically did rob them, I guess. But like, why would you leave it out at a school? You know, in the ghetto. I'm sorry, I am taking those. I was a really, really big kid. I am taking those, you know? So they kind of asked for it themselves. But my parents, so like my mom, my stepdad, my uncle, they're all there and they're like, where are you guys getting these? Blah, blah. They're like, well, we're going to look at them and see if they have poison in them or drugs or whatever, you know? And they're like, we'll look at them and then we'll let you guys know if you guys can have them. Girl, I love my parents, but they ate that shit down. They're so fucking big. They're big as hell. Because what do you mean you're gonna eat all our candy we stole from someone else? I remember the next day being like, oh, I want some. They're like, it's gone. I'm like, what? Like, that's our candy. We stole that candy fair and square. Why did you take it? That's what doesn't make sense to me. Why would you take it when it was our candy fair and square? On the day, homie, on the busters. I mean, so, like, why would you take our candy? And that's what really put me through the ringer, because I'm like, but was the candy yours? And like now thinking about it, like, I'm like, oh, like, because for the longest I was like, oh, like it must have had drugs in them, it must have had poison, like they found out, and like, thank God we didn't eat them. But now I'm like, y'all big as hell. Y'all got some free candy, had a heyday. Like that's insane. Like it was insane. We had our shirts full. I already ate a couple. I'm not even gonna lie. I remember eating them there because I was big. Like, I was big. I was on the bus taking up 2 seats on my soul. Like, it was actually insane. I was big as hell. And that's okay. We love a big girl. We love you. And like, buddy low-key T now, you know, we've been working on it, but still getting there, Yeah, but they ate all of it. I'm like, y'all is actually crazy. Because what do you mean you ate all of our Reese's? All of our candy? All of our, like, everything? I was just in shock. Because, like, girl, that was our candy. You know damn well you stole that from us. On my soul. Let me stop. But, yeah. It was just a crazy thing that happened because we wanted that candy real bad. And a little part of me as a kid was like, oh my God, like, thank God they didn't let us eat it. No, they should have let us eat some. How y'all gonna eat all 40 to 60 pieces of candy and look at us and be like, it had drugs in it? No, it did not. Like, y'all ate it. Don't lie. We hate a liar. But, yeah, so that's what happened with that candy and that story. And I remember even, like, this school has so many stories because me and my sister, me and all my siblings went there. Whoa. I'm stuttering a lot today. I'm literally getting all over. Like, it's actually insane. But me and my siblings would go there a lot because, like, we lived right next door, you know? The way that was our playground. I remember one time my sister, I think she had a concussion. She hurt something on her head. I remember she had a seizure and all. It was crazy. So we are walking to the school, crossing the street. That's all the walking was. It was just that. Gates were closed, obviously. It's the weekend. The school is closed. My sister trying to act big, bad, and cool when I hop the gate like a baddie. Baddie. Let me stop. But, she proceeds to hop this gate, has both feet on top of the gate, like this, basically, and, like, jumps down. Well, obviously, I didn't think she jumped down. I think she fell from there. Like, she lost her balance up there, fell down. Like, girl, the way she had a seizure on that floor, I was scared. I was walking around like, my sister, she's scared, she's dead, she's gonna die. Like, I was panicking. Because, like, you know, like, that's your sister. Like, what do you mean? Like,
what do you mean?
Like, do you mean? I was in shock the fact that she just had a seizure in front of me or almost died in front of me. Because in my head, she was a goner. She was a goner. Because going into a little bit more depth, my other sister, when she was a baby, had a seizure. And when she had a seizure, it was a very traumatic time for all of us because the girl, like, died from a seizure. But, like, lived, period. She's that girl. She worked through it. But no, she had a seizure, lived through it, and well, like she died. My mom had to do CPR. They lived through it. It's a whole story. I'm not telling y'all that right now because it's way too long. But that was traumatic too. But in my head, since Kayla was having a seizure, that means she's gonna die soon, and the ambulance weren't on the way. That's where my head went. I was like, oh my god, this girl is done. She is done. Like, oh my god, like she is done. I was in shock. Like, I was just like, oh, my sister's dead. She wasn't though. She lived. I think she had a cat, like a neck cast though. I'm almost positive she did. I'm almost positive she did. I was just like, boom, insane. Another. This one's kind of funny too because this is kind of like around the same time they all got bangs. And when I say bangs, I mean bangs like the boom, like the Black China bangs. Like it was insane. All of them, all my sisters. It was a crazy time. I still remember it because I remember being like, okay, that's a choice. It's a choice y'all made. Do I agree with it? No. But it's a choice you guys made and loved. But that was a time too, because that was just crazy. If I find bang pictures, boom, 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 right there, because it was insane. It was funny. Maybe I won't dox them. Who knows? They'll probably hate the hell out of me if I dox them. But it was just insane. Like, from crossing the street, hopping a gate, falling, having a seizure, to going home with a cast. Like, it was insane. Or a neck brace, whatever they're called. It was just insane to see and go down. But yeah. But after that, we end up, this is like during the time, like, I don't know, we moved to Colorado at one point and then moved back to California. And moving back to California, I moved to like Rialto. If you're from the IE, you know where that's at. If you don't, I don't know. Open Google Maps. It's not that hard, y'all. I'm not about to give. It's like I don't know how to describe it. It's close to San Bernardino, but it's also close to Fontana. If you don't know where Fontana is, it's by Rancho Cucamonga. If you don't know where Rancho Cucamonga is, it's by what Pasadena. See, open a map. See, that doesn't make no sense. Just open a map. But sorry, that sounds a little aggressive. I'm sorry. I'm giving like man today, like aggressive. But yeah, so we moved to Rialto, and I'm going to a different school. And I remember, I was gay, very odd. Well, I'm straight. I'm straight though. But like, I remember there was one other gay kid at my like whole school that I knew of. Like everyone, like we were young, you know, we were in like middle school, but like not everyone was like out like that. Honestly, this wasn't even middle school. This is like, well, sixth grade. It was sixth grade. But I remember going and being friends with him, and he showed me this app where you could take the 6 rows of like, or it was technically 9 rows of pictures. Like, girl, the way that was my shit, I took those pictures daily. I did not play. I did not miss a day at all. Post a picture. Boom. On myself. Crazy, huh? Boom. But it was insane. Like I still have them because like it's iconic. Why would I get rid of those? Every baddie I know had those pictures. The coolest girl in my school had those pictures. I remember, and it was so obvious that I was gay, but I wasn't like out because I was like, I don't know, I just wasn't out. But it was so obvious. Like everyone in my family knew since I was like 1 years old. Like it was so obvious. During the same time in sixth grade, some girl, I don't even remember her name. I don't remember her name, but her and her friend, it wasn't even her. It was just her friends. Her friends coming to me and they're like, oh my god, ooh, not me doxing her. Bleep that. But this person likes you. Would you go out with her? And in the back of my head, I'm like, girl, I'm not kissing no girl. I'm not talking to no girl. I'm not doing nothing with no girl. I'm a girl. Like, I'm the doll. I don't want to do that. So I remember telling them, because I was scared. I was like, yeah. Yeah. I agree to do this. I think we talked once after that. She asked me to kiss her or something like that. Denied. I was like, oh no, not me, not me. Sorry, not me. I don't think we ever talked again. And then like, I remember later that year, and someone asked me like, oh, have you ever dated a girl? And I was like, yeah, like I dated blah blah blah. And they were like, oh my god, like that's crazy. They went and told her. I told them I dated her, and she denied it. And I was like, oh, I was a little hurt and offended because at this point I was like really trying to play that straight role because I was scared of being gay. You know what I mean? So I'm like diving into this straight role, and I was just like, oh my god, like what? Reminder, it was still so obvious that like, I was gay. I had like low key long hair. I was obsessed with Beyonce, and I think my whole Instagram feed was just like dumb pictures. I'm be so honest, it was just dumb pictures. Like it was insane. But yeah, but like I was just really diving into like I'm straight of it all, and so her denying it was such like a what do you mean? What do you mean? Like what do you mean? Why are you denying this? Like you wanted this. I didn't want this. You wanted it, and now you're denying it. That's insane. Don't do that to me because then it makes me look like I'm crazy, and I'm not crazy. Maybe I'm a little crazy, but I'm not crazy. Yeah. But yeah, that's what basically happened in middle school. Middle school was kind of I don't I found it kind of boring. Can I say that? It was like there was fights here and there. It was of course annoying and ghetto. But at the same time like my school just gave prison. And yeah, I do remember walking that with a couple of my friends for the mile. We would walk cuz our PE teacher like no shade to him. He probably knew the whole time. But we would run the first one cuz we had to run it 4 times or no, we had to run it twice cuz it was a large field. We would run when we first started off, and then we would slow walk until it came to our time again and book it again. And would book it and we would get like 10 minutes, 9 minutes, blah, blah. And he never noticed. Hashtag, he's an icon because he probably did notice, but knew my fat ass was not going to actually be running all that. Because why was me being big as hell running a 9 mile run? Like, be for real, it was not happening. But in my head, it was so. You saw that disrespect? Oh my god, there's a ghost in here trying to attack me. But he he was definitely an ally because there was no way he was actually passing me, which sounds insane, but like no way, you know. Yeah, and that was basically like that was a lot of my childhood. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not going too in depth about the trauma because y'all don't need to know that on the day on me on the busters. Y'all don't need to know that because like what do you mean? Why do you guys need to know that? I don't even like talking about that. And like, well, that's the problem. I actually do. I think like talking about it, and that's the problem because like not everyone knows, but quite a bit of my friends know my lore, and it's just too much. Like that's a 4 hour podcast. I'm not doing the part one, part two, part three, part four, the end. Like I'm not doing all that. So y'all get the lighthearted stuff, the fun stuff, the stuff that makes people be like, oh, he's a fun little kiki girl or boy, man. Um, but yeah, that's basically like some lore behind me, so you guys don't think you're just talking to a stranger because you kind of are. Because in my head, we're on FaceTime, we're talking through life, and we're talking through our kiki moments as a child. What made us gag? What made us fun? Yeah, but let's get into entertainment. I always have to write down my entertainment because I be forgetting. And like as soon as I'm up here, I'm like, what have I watched? What have I done? What have I listened to? What have I watched? You know? For movies, I haven't been in a movie move. And it's mainly because like I've been playing way too much Minecraft. Built a whole city and now I'm expanding the city. It's actually insane. It's becoming a problem. But what I watch while I'm playing Minecraft, don't make fun of me, guys. Don't make fun of me. Squishy Noobs. Like I'm been watching them again, and and that and Freak Show, it all goes back to 2020 when I first like started seeing them on my TikTok and stuff, and started watching their live streams and just things like that. And I love a thumbs up. And and yeah, it's just like that's where it started, and now it's just Squishy News is a thing, and I just love watching it. I love watching Mandy's iPhone vlogs, and I just love their friendship, and I manifest something like that. So I do watch on my free time. Don't judge me. Don't shoot me. Most of you guys probably do too, but won't admit it because you're scared. Don't be scared. Be queer. Ariel. I'm skipping steps, but basically, yeah. And then so that's like my movie, I guess. It's just Squishy Noobs and Maddie's vlogs. Um, songs. You want to know something? I've actually been re-listening to Solar Power, um, by Lord because I when that album came out, I actually really liked it. I know it gets a lot of hate. I think it's an amazing album. I love the story that it tells. I love California. I love the path. I genuinely do like that song, not that album. And I've been re-listening to the whole thing on repeat recently, especially when I'm going on walks during the day because it's like so like I don't know that album just. Sorry, I'm being nosy because there's someone out there like being weird, but I don't know, the album screams like sun, summer, like literally that's what the album basically is. Um, and I do enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot. And so that would be my music. Well, no, and I've also been re-listening to "I Am Sasha Fierce" by Beyonce. That album has not only a chokehold on me, but I think a lot of people like Beyonce fans, and just me. It's very very mainstream, but it has some deep cuts on there that I've been re-listening to. Like "Broken Hearted Girl," "Satellites," "Ava Marie," "Disappear." Such a great song, and I've been diving more into those songs because like we all know like "If I Were a Boy." Let me stop. But you know what I mean, like we all know those, but like going into the deeper depths of the album, it's just so good. It gets even like better. Like it's great. And like "I Am Sasha Fierce," I won't lie, don't shoot me, guys. It wasn't really my favorite album for like the longest. It was kind of lower on the tiers, and I feel like that's for a lot of people, like a lot of Beyonce fans, and that's okay. That's okay, But I do really, really appreciate it, and I appreciate the time of that album. It tells a story, and it's a great story. Favorite TikToker. I don't think I have one right now. It's kind of a mix of a couple. It's still EBT Fart Card. Insert her newest, funniest video right here.
Trump, you got a lot of nerve to tell somebody their country's in trouble. You need to worry about your own, Betty. You need to worry about your own. Yeah,
Clock
do.
that T. Clock
You don't
that
know
T.
how.
Following her, maybe honestly, I a lot of my TikToks right now because the economy's crashing and stuff, and a lot of southern states are broke, and they're realizing the consequences of their actions. So watching a lot of these um, Republican people realize Trump didn't have their best interest at hand and didn't, like care for them or do what he said he was going to do, and things come out this way. It's very I'm not gonna say it, but it's very fun to watch. Like it's so much fun to watch because I'm like, you voted for this and now you're begging for help. Don't ask me for help when you're a farmer. And like this one lady, she's a farmer, her and her husband, and they're talking about how basically all their workforce was undocumented immigrants and now they're all gone. And I'm like, girl, you asked for this. Don't ask for help because you asked for this. Like you literally asked for undocumented immigrants to be out of the country, and now you're regretting it because you were abusing that system and using their labor. That's insane. Don't come for me for help because I don't have none or sympathy. Another controversial take. I hate a hippie. I think I'm over hippies. I never really liked them to begin with, but I think I'm over hippies. I'm over seeing a white man with locks. Let's have that conversation. And this is just a little tangent I'm gonna have right real quick. Because why is a white man wearing locks? Why? Your locks are not clean. You stink. Go put on actually some aluminum deodorant or reapply your natural deodorant because it's bad. Like a person of color with locks looks so much better, and their locks are clean because they know how to clean them, than a white man that looks like he hasn't showered in a month with locks. Like, girl, I know it's dirty in there. Go clean it out. I'm getting on a tangent. This is gonna be the end of it, guys. The Republicans make me mad. They do. But this is the end of today's podcast. I had a great time with you guys. I hope you guys did too. I'll be talking to you guys later. And yeah, let me know what the next topic should be in the comments down below. And if you don't, that's okay. Because not a lot of people are going to watch to the end. And that's okay because I don't do that. So, yeah. Mwah. Love you guys. See you guys next weekend. Bye, weekenders. Bye. 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 Let me stop. Okay, bye, guys.